Welcome back to the Dreamy Archive. Tonight we're going somewhere ancient. Not loud, not dramatic. A Roman bathhouse at the end of the day. Warm stone, quiet water, low voices. And I promise, this isn't a lesson. It's a slow, gentle story built to let your thoughts soften and your body rest. If these stories have been helping you find a little quiet at night, a gentle tap of the like button helps this one reach someone else who might need it. And subscribing means the next story will be waiting for you. And if you feel like it, tell me where you're listening from tonight. I love imagining these stories travelling quietly from place to place. All right. Find that comfortable position, the one your body likes. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw loosen. Let your tongue rest gently behind your teeth. Slow breath in and a long breath out. Nothing to solve tonight. Nothing to carry. Just listening. Just breathing. Just resting. And when you're ready, we'll go back. Back a long way. To a city of stone and warm windows, where evening means warmth is waiting. You walk along a paved street, worn smooth by countless feet. The stone is still warm from the day. You can feel it faintly through your sandals. Heat stored in the ground, slowly giving itself back. The sky above is turning, a deep colour you don't have a name for, somewhere between amber and blue, as though the day and the night have agreed to share this one quiet moment. Voices are lower now, the kind of voices people use when the light starts to fade. The day is folding itself away, and ahead you see it. A wide doorway, a hint of steam, lamplight spilling onto the street like something warm and liquid. The baths. Not a private luxury, a public rhythm, a place built for bodies and for quiet relief. You step closer, and the air changes. Less dust, more warmth, a softness in the air, like the building itself is breathing out to greet you. A gentle hush, like you've entered a different kind of time. Inside, the sound is different. Not silence, but softened noise. Footsteps on stone. A low murmur of conversation. Water somewhere, moving. Warm air carries a faint scent of oil and clean stone. The walls are smooth and pale, touched golden by the lamplight. You notice how the light moves here, not flickering nervously, but swaying, gently, like breathing. The floor is warm beneath your feet. Not hot, just held warmth, the kind that seeps upward slowly, through stone, through skin into the soles of your feet. You pass an attendant. Nothing rushed. People here know the pace. They have come to let the day slide off them. You follow the corridor, stone underfoot, warmth in the air, walls that hold heat like memory. Somewhere deeper inside, you hear a splash, and then the faintest laugh. Not sharp, not loud, just human. A reminder that rest can be shared without being demanding. You reach the changing area, a room of benches, hooks, baskets, a quiet shuffling of cloth. This is the beginning of the ritual. Not glamorous, just familiar, just steady. You take your time, because here there's no prize for speed. You loosen what needs loosening. You fold what needs folding. You set your things down carefully, as if the way you move is already teaching your body, we are safe. We have time. Around you, others do the same. A cloth shaken out. Someone tying hair back. A quiet conversation that fades into the background. And for you, it becomes easy to stop being on, to stop listening for tasks, to just be a body in a warm room with nothing required. And as you stand here, notice your hands. Are they holding anything? Let them open. Notice your shoulders. Have they crept upward during the day? Let them fall. Notice your stomach. Is it tight? Let it be soft. You don't need to fix these things. Just notice them, and they begin to change on their own. You take a slow breath and notice the scent. Oil, faint smoke, clean water. Stone warmed all day. A simple smell. A grounding smell. You stand and step onward. Before the heat rooms, many people move first. Not to train, not to impress, just to wake the muscles gently, so the warmth can go deeper. You step into the open courtyard. The sky overhead is dimming, a soft colour like brushed paint. You don't do anything intense, just slow movement, a roll of the shoulders, a gentle stretch, a shift of weight from foot to foot. And you notice how your body responds, not with strain, but with relief, as if the day stored itself in your joints, and now it's being invited to leave. A calm breath in and out. You feel warmth in your skin, the kind that comes from simple motion, not stress. And when you're ready, you step back inside toward deeper warmth. If you want, imagine each breath unfastening something. A strap you didn't realize you were wearing. A knot you forgot to untie. Inhale. Gather the day. Not to hold it, just to notice it. Exhale. Let it loosen, just a little. In and out. Nothing forced, just gentle release. If your mind wanders, that's fine. You can always come back to warmth, to the slow pace, to the slow shape of evening. Now you sit. A small flask of oil, simple, faintly herbal. You pour a little into your palm, warm from the room, slick and quiet. You rub it between your hands and smooth it over your skin. Not hurried, not messy, just practical care. And then comes the tool, the strigil, a curved scraper used to draw the day off the body. You start at the arm, a slow pull, firm but gentle, and you can almost feel the outside world lifting away. Another slow pull, across the shoulder, down the forearm. Across the other arm now, wrist, forearm, up to the shoulder, down the chest, slowly, across the ribs, where we hold so much without realizing. Each pass of the strigil, press, draw, release. And your mind can copy the motion. Let thoughts be removed gently, not fought, not judged, just lifted away like dust. When you're finished, you feel lighter, ready for warmth. You enter the warm room, and your body understands immediately. This is the threshold. Not hot yet, just warm enough to tell your muscles you can stop bracing. The stone benches hold heat. The air wraps around you. Breath in feels warmer. Breath out feels slower. People sit quietly. Some speak low and soft. Most simply rest. You sit too, and the warmth sinks in, through skin, through muscle, into places you don't usually think about. Around the eyes, the neck, the ribs. The warm room doesn't ask questions. It just holds you, and you can let it. If you like, notice where warmth touches you most. Forehead, cheeks, jaw, neck, shoulders, chest rising and falling, hands, each finger. Heat arrives on its own, and your attention can move slowly, like a lantern through a quiet house. Nothing to fix, just noticing. Just letting your body realize it's allowed to soften. And as you soften, something else softens too. The whole room feels quieter now. Not silent, just gentle. So you stay a moment longer and listen. In this warm room, you start to notice the soundscape. Not loud sounds, not sharp ones, just soft signals that life is moving gently around you. A sandal scuffing stone, a fold of cloth, a distant splash smaller than a thought. Somewhere down the corridor, a door opens and closes again, slowly, carefully. Voices blur into a soft hum, like bees in a far garden, and the whole building seems to breathe. Warmth in, warmth out, steam rising, settling, rising again. If you like, let your attention rest on those sounds, the way you might listen to rain without needing to count it. Just listening and letting your body understand nothing is required of you here. And when you're ready, you drift toward deeper heat. You stand and move on slowly, because the next room is hotter. The caldarium. You step in and steam finds your skin. Not painful, enveloping, like standing close to a hearth, but all around you. The air is thick and soft. It slows your breath naturally. In and out. You sit and your body warms from the outside inward. And the day feels farther away. Not because you pushed it away, but because warmth made it less urgent. Somewhere, water trickles. A small, steady sound. Your eyes feel heavier. Not sleepy yet, just unburdened, as if your body is remembering it doesn't always have to be ready. It can simply be. Steam makes edges disappear. Hard lines soften. Sharp thoughts blur. If a worry comes in here, it doesn't survive in its original shape. It becomes quieter, less certain, less urgent. Inhale, imagine steam filling the mind gently. Exhale, let it drift out, taking tension with it. You don't have to chase sleep. you can just become warm. And if rest deepens, let it. If it doesn't, that's all right too. Even rest without sleep is still rest. Eventually, you leave the deepest heat and step into cooler air, the frigidarium. Not cruel, just clear. The pool is still reflecting lamplight. You don't rush. You approach slowly, like it's a choice you're allowed to make. A hand touches water first. Cool. Then a foot. Then you step in. Your body responds with one sharp inhale, and then a strange calm. Because cool water is honest. It doesn't negotiate. It simply is. And when you accept it, it becomes a reset. Not urgency, just a clean, quiet feeling. You step out and your skin tingles, alive, awake, but not anxious, just refreshed. A folded cloth waits on the bench. Simple linen, not soft like modern fabric, but clean and dry. You wrap it around your shoulders, and the contrast is soothing. Cool skin, warm air, a slow return to ease. You pat water from your arms, from your neck, from the places that hold tension without asking permission. And as you dry off, you can imagine doing the same thing inside. Not scrubbing, not forcing, just gently setting the day aside. A little worry set down, a little pressure unhooked, a little tightness released, and your breathing finds a softer rhythm, in and out. The cold did its work. Not punishment, just clarity. And now you return to comfort. And when you're ready, you follow the corridor toward open air. Now, an open pool. The natatio. The air above it is cooler, but not cold. The sky is darker now. Evening fully arrived. You slip into the water, and this time you float. Not swimming hard, just drifting. Water holds you up, the way a bed will later. A slow sweep of the arms, a small ripple, and your breath matches it. In and out. There is something deeply soothing about being supported, about not having to hold yourself upright, not having to do, just being carried. If a thought appears, let it be like a ripple. It forms, it moves, it fades. No need to follow it. No need to argue. Return to support. Return to water. Return to breath. In and out. And with each exhale, you get a little heavier, even while you float. Somewhere nearby, water is moving. Not loudly, just enough to notice. Drip, ripple, soft echo on stone. Everything around you feels softened, and the sounds feel far away, like you're hearing them through a blanket. You don't have to think. You can just listen and let your body grow heavier. If a thought comes, let it pass, like footsteps crossing a hall, arriving, leaving, without needing you. And eventually, you rise from the water slowly, not because you must, but because you're ready. After water, there is oil again. A towel, a bench, sometimes a little massage. Not luxury like a palace, just practical comfort. You rub oil into your hands slowly, like you're telling your body, "Thank you for carrying me today." You sit in a corridor of middle warmth, not hot, not cold, just right. Your breathing lowers, your eyelids feel heavier. In and out. The bathhouse sounds are more distant now, as if you're already moving towards sleep. Now, let care move slowly through the body. Forehead smoothing, eyes heavy, cheeks relaxed, jaw unclenched, neck soft, shoulders lowering, arms warm, hands resting, fingers loose, stomach soft, back broad, hips heavy, thighs unwinding, knees quiet, calves easing, feet resting. And if you lose your place, that's fine. You can begin again anywhere. Slowly, kindly, as many times as you want. And when you're ready, you don't have to do anything next. You can simply sit and let the warmth finish its work. There's a point in the baths where everything slows, on purpose. No more moving room to room. No more deciding. Just resting. Because you can. The moment where you do nothing Not because you're tired in a harsh way, but because your body finally believes it's allowed to stop. You sit on a warm bench and let your hands rest in your lap. You don't need to hold anything. You don't need to plan anything. You don't need to be useful. A slow inhale, and on the exhale, your shoulders drop again. Your jaw loosens. Your forehead smooths. Your tongue rests where it wants to rest. And each breath widens the space inside you. More room for calm. Less room for urgency. Around you, people speak in murmurs, or not at all, and no one expects you to perform. This is what the baths are for. Not just cleanliness, not just warmth, but permission. Permission to be a person with no demands for a little while. And when you finally rise, it's unhurried. You gather your cloth, your sandals, your things. Eventually, it's time to leave. No rush. Cloth feels different now. Your skin feels warm beneath it. You carry a little warmth with you, like a small coal, safely held. You step through the doorway, and night air touches your face. Crisp, clean, a contrast that feels good. The street is quieter now, less movement, more shadow. You walk slowly, stone underfoot. Breath in, breath out. Somewhere in the distance, a door closes. A voice fades. Then nothing again. Let the walk be a lullaby. Step, step. Each one a little slower. Each one carrying you away from the day and closer to rest. If your mind tries to plan tomorrow, tell it gently. Not now. Not tonight. Tonight, we only walk. Tonight, we only breathe. In and out. At last, a doorway. A quiet room. A small lamp. You set things down softly. You sit. You breathe. And you realise how calm your body feels after warmth, after water, after the slow ritual of evening. You lie down, and the bed takes your weight. You don't have to force sleep. You don't have to chase it. You can simply rest and let sleep find you when it's ready. Your breathing slows. In and out. Your hands unclench. Your shoulders drop. Your face smooths. And if you want something gentle to return to, let a few small images come. Steam drifting upward. Warm stone under your palms. Water holding you. Lantern light on a quiet street. Nothing to do. Nothing to remember. Just warmth. Just steadiness. Just rest. Good night. You're safe, warm, resting. stone, quiet water, soft light. Nothing to carry, nothing to solve. Just rest.